taking me to the global level. Friends, I am just recollecting the last week of March in 2022 in San Jose, the capital of Costa Rica, when where I was declared as the Executive Vice President of World Federation of Engineering Organizations. And honestly speaking, that organization has been created by UNESCO in 1968 to support United Nations in different activities, social activities, engineering activities, and now the most important role to support the Sustainable Development Goals. Now, the peculiar thing is the WFO consists of more than 100 countries, and each country can nominate one person for any contest, any position. So that way, to get nominated by in India for that position was a Herculean task. So my winning was not my personal winning. It was a winning of the country and recognition of the entire global engineering fraternity on India. So that way, I feel myself lucky and I am grateful to God because of that. Friends, with the paucity of time, I will give two examples because engineers of India and Odisha have contributed a lot for the development and prosperity of the country. But because of the paucity of time, I'll give just two examples each. First, the role of Indian engineers at the global platform. The year was 1994, and as you know, 1991 to 2001, United Nations had declared that decade as the International Decade for Natural Disaster Mitigation. And in 1994 in Yokohama, about 122 countries all over the world congregated to decide how to take care of the natural disaster effects. Before that, it was only post-disaster management. But for the first time, the thought was given that we must take care of the pre-disaster management activity. And to that, all countries were asked to bring out some documents so that it will be helpful in pre-disaster management activity. And believe me, India was the first country which could create a vulnerable atlas of India within 2 years and 10 months. District-wise, in each district, India is such a big country. Each district, how much vulnerable it is either to cyclone or to flood or to landslides or any other disaster. So we have surpassed Japan because at that time Japan was topping the list. So that is one best example of Indian engineers at the global platform. The second example, in 2015, the United Nations projected 17 sustainable development goals to be achieved within 2030. And sustainability was a very important word. For the first time, in 2016, the National Building Code came up with a concept of sustainability and new chapter, and the first time in the world. So these are the two examples, Indian contribution of engineers, Indian engineers to the global platform. Come back to Odisha. The year was 1998. Hirakud Dam was completed in 1957, and many gates needed repair, and most of